Moving is just one of the most stressful times in life. Some people say it's the second or third most stressful time anyone can experience. So today I have with me Tod Finch at Corrigan, and he is an expert in the area. He's worked in moving, and he's going to help us understand how to move, how to save some money, and how to reduce the stress. Tod, thank you for coming. Appreciate your time.
Good afternoon, Jim.
So tell me a little bit about Corrigan.
I'm with Corrigan Moving Systems. We are an agent with United Van Lines, and United is a network of agents like us all over the country and actually all over the world. Corrigan is actually the fifth largest agent with United. We're based in Farmington Hills, Michigan, but my office is here in Perrysburg, and I service the Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan market. We do local moves if you're just moving across town, or in Ohio, a local move is considered less than 60 miles. We can stay within the state and go further than 60 miles, and that's called an intrastate move. We can cross state lines for an interstate move, or if you're moving to Germany or Australia, where I've moved some folks, those are international moves. We can handle all of those for you.
What won't you do? What kind of things would be problematic?
We can move pretty much everything. I tell my customers things they're not going to want on the truck with your good stuff. Anything that can cause a stain or an odor or that can contribute to a fire. So open oils, open cleansers, aerosol cans, propane tanks, cans of paint. That could just be a mess for not only your stuff, but if there are other people's things on the truck. We don't want those. I can't move ammunition, and I can't move handguns. I can move long guns as long as we have the serial numbers. We can work with just about anything else. We've moved hot tubs, pianos, lots of really big things.
Are there things that a customer could do to save some money?
Be prepared, especially in an interstate move and an intrastate move. Prices are based on weight of your shipment, how far you're moving, and how much work you do versus how much work I do. I can pack everything in your home for you if you'd like, but that's the premium, the most you're going to pay. You can pack everything you'd like if you want to, or we can, most often what we do is share the responsibility. There's always a line in our quotes that says valuation. I say valuation, you think insurance, right? I don't have an insurance license, so I don't sell it. But it takes the weight of our shipment and applies a dollar value to it. It says if there's any loss or damage along the way, we'll either repair or replace the item at a $0 deductible. It covers everything I move, like this desk, and everything that I pack, like this lamp. It doesn't cover things that you pack, because some people aren't very good packers, unless you can tell that I've dropped it somewhere along the way. So if we're going to share responsibilities, I always tell customers, please pack whatever you're comfortable with. Books, clothes, plasticware, any of that kind of stuff. I say if I can break it, then let me pack it, because I want that responsibility on me. Planning ahead is going to help save some money.
Okay.
It's a little bit like buying an airline ticket. If you want to fly here, you're better to buy here than here, right?
Sure.
These days I can quote a move 180 days away. Last night I was with a lady who is moving to Des Moines, but she's not moving until the end of May. She's buying way out here. Today I'm loading a couple in Dundee that's moving to South Dakota, but I didn't see them until early last week, so they bought here and paid a little bit of a premium for that. We know that the whole move thing doesn't always go the way I have it written down the first time. Not everyone has the luxury to plan 6 months out. Some things come along quickly. We'll make whatever works for you work. There just may be a cost to whatever it is we're doing. Some things in your home that might need some special attention. If you can get the TV off the wall yourself, that's going to save some money. If you can unhook your own washer and dryer, that's going to save some money. Our guys are really adept at moving furniture and taking apart standard beds and dressers and things like that. If things are particularly fragile or valuable, we have a third-party partner who we work with who can do those other things, like crate your Peloton bike or crate your big green egg or unhook your gas dryer. those kind of things.
What are things that you definitely shouldn't do as a person that's gonna move?
This is really easy for me to say, but don't procrastinate. And my wife would be the first to tell you that I shouldn't be giving this advice because I'm bad at it. But the sooner you start organizing your things in the house, if you're gonna do some purging, start that early. If you're gonna start some packing, please do that early. You're not gonna start too early. You mentioned earlier that moving is a stressful time. And I've seen people who had the greatest of intentions to be all ready for us, and I stop in 3 days before the move, and they're standing there like a deer in the headlights. They're just frozen because they don't know where to start because they waited too long. You're much better off packing those things that you're not going to need for the next few weeks early instead of waiting and doing an all-nighter the night before I show up.
I see. Well, good. What about Corrigan versus the competition?
I said earlier, we're a 94-year-old company. We're in our 4th generation of Corrigan leadership. Dave Corrigan, our president, is on the board of directors of United Van Lines. He's been chairman of the board of United. His sons are now stepping up to help run the company. We've been around a long time. We know what we're doing. Every mover who works for Corrigan, every mover who works for United Van Lines is background checked. They've been fully vetted. This is what they do for a living. We don't go down to Home Depot in the morning and say, hey, Jim's moving today, who wants to be a mover? I'm not saying that other movers don't have that, I just know that it's been done. These are bound prices, so if we tell you it's gonna cost X amount of dollars, and we get down there, it's the X amount of dollars. You don't have to look very far on the internet to see those horror stories of people showing up and say, oh, by the way, you owe me another $2,000 before I unload your stuff. That's not how we do business. We haven't been in business 94 years by doing it like that.
Oh, wow. All right, well, excellent. I really appreciate your time. I hope everybody gets some value out of this. Contact information for Tod and his company will be in the comments below and also in this next slide. So thank you, Tod. Have a great year moving lots of good people.
I appreciate it, Jim. It was great to see you again.
Take care.
Thanks.